some concepts in botany unit 1. Okay, this is very easy chapter and the chapter which makes us to score good marks also. So let us start our discussion. So the unit 1 is living world. As we know that living world means it contains plants and animals, right? Okay. So first of all, we have to know that what is life. So what is meant by life? See, even our human beings are considered as living things. So we have life. So actually what is life? Let us see. Life is a unique, complex organization of molecules expressing through chemical reactions which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. See, the organisms which has life means who has considered as living things, they has to respond means they has to exhibit some characters, some reactions, like some metabolic reactions they has to exhibit. What are those? Growth, development, responsiveness. Okay, responsiveness to the external stimuli, adaptation, and reproduction. Okay, so if the organism is exhibiting all these characters in the sense, then it considered as living thing. So life is made up of all the organization of molecules which leads to exhibiting these characters. Okay, next, what is a living organism? So what is a living organism? A living organism is self-replicating, evolving, and self-regulating interactive system capable of responding to external stimuli. So simply they given here, it is evolving and self-regulating system, and it has to respond to the external stimuli. See, non-living things does not respond to external stimuli. Means whatever the changes which occurred in the environment, they has to respond according to that situation, according to that change in the environment. Okay, so the living things has to exhibit these characters. So now we have to discuss the properties of living organisms. So what are the properties? Growth, 1 minute. Growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular organization, consciousness. So the living things or the living organisms has to exhibit all these characters. So let us learn one by one. Growth. So what is meant by growth? It is the increase in number and mass of cells by cell division. So with the help of the cell division, or yes, with the help of the cell division, the one cell has to increase in number and mass of the cells. It means, see, one cell, how it divides into two, and like that it divided into two cells. Okay, that is what the growth which we can see in cells. Okay, and in plants growth continues throughout their lifespan. In animals growth is only up to certain age. This is very important point. As per NEET point of view, it is very important point, and even in for board exams also. In plants growth continues up throughout their lifespan, but in animals growth up to certain age. Next, however, cell division occurs to replace lost cells. And next one is, see, basically growth is the increase in mass and size. Thus, non-living objects also grow. So growth is not a defining property of living organisms. In living organisms, growth is from inside. See, non-living things, non-living objects also grow. In the surface, if the matter will accumulated, that non-living objects like mountains and all, it has to increase its size, so that we can't able to say that growth is a defining property. Okay, but in the living organisms, the growth should be inside the body. The growth should be from inside the body. And the next character is reproduction. Reproduction, in the name itself we can observe, re means again, production means produce. So it is the production of progeny having features similar to those of parents. Means producing the offsprings. That offsprings may be similar to the parents or may not similar to the parents. Okay, organisms reproduce asexually and sexually. In both ways it can reproduce. See, in unicellular organisms, growth and reproduction are same because they reproduce by cell division. Okay, so growth and reproduction are intermutual characters. Okay, they both are same. See, many organisms do not reproduce. Example, mule. Mule is a kind of organism. See, this is the like animal. And worker honeybee. Mules, worker bees, infertile human couples. So they can't reproduce. They can't able to do reproduction because they become sterile. Sorry, unsterile. So hence reproduction is not a perfect defining property of living organisms. So growth is also not defining property. Reproduction is also not a defining property. Remember that. And metabolism. So what is metabolism? The sum of total all biochemical. The sum of all total biochemical reactions taking place inside a living system. So all biochemical reactions which takes place in the organism body. So all those reactions which we consider as metabolism means like the sum of anabolic and catabolic activities, right? Breaking of substances and building up substances. So it is the defining feature of living organisms. Metabolism is the defining feature of living organisms. And cellular, next one, see, sorry, metabolic reactions can be demonstrated outside the body in cell-free systems. Isolated metabolic reactions in vitro are not living things but are living reactions. See, many of the scientists, many of the chemists can do some metabolic reactions outside the body, outside places, means in the laboratory they can do some metabolic reactions. Okay, but those are not living things, but that reactions is considered as living reactions. Okay, understand that. And cellular organization means the organization of the structure of the cells. As we know that organisms are made up of one or more cells. So if it is one cell, unicellular, or more cells means multicellular. So it is the defining feature of living organisms. So it is the defining feature. It is a proper feature. And the last one, the last property is consciousness. See, it is the ability of organisms to sense their environment and respond to environmental stimuli like light, water, temperature, other organisms, chemicals, pollutants, etc. So means the organisms has to sense their environment. See, if if rain will occur, so how the organisms will respond, will react to that situation. Okay, however, our human beings are reacting to different situations, to temperature, to light or water. For all these situations we are reacting, means we are giving some response. Like us, the animals also has to give some response to that external stimuli. So that is nothing but consciousness. So second, see this one, this is Mimosa pudica. So if we touch it, it can fold its leaves. So that is what the response shown by that plant. Okay, and all organisms are aware of their surroundings. So it is the defining property of living organisms. So human is the only organisms having self consciousness. So we are having self consciousness. We are the well developed organisms. So we are considered as social animals. So this is what about living organisms and properties of living organisms. Okay friends, thank you, and thank you to Trimutulu sir, which is given a kind of great opportunity. Thank you.